Hi everyone, welcome to Tony Renee at Home. I have a ginormous shopping haul that I want to share with you. However, I was going to do it in this room like I did the last one, and every time I do something in this room, I get a lot of comments on people wanting to see the other stuff that's in the room. So we're going to do this video first, and I am going to take you all around this room and show you everything in here so we can get it over with and it's out there and you don't have to wonder what's in this room anymore. Okay, let me get on the other side of the camera and we'll get this started. Okay, I had recorded this part for you once, but it was so shaky, I thought I would re-record and use my phone this time instead of the camera. So let's start here at the door. There's nothing on either one of these walls. I might put something there. I used to have my iron there, but anyway. Coming in the door, and I'm just going to start right here as soon as you come in the door. Now, I have this bookshelf full of fabric and craft and quilting books. And then I'm just going to pan over here and show you there is another matching bookshelf that is nothing but fabric. And my desk is between them. And Adam bought this big old long board to go over the top of the two to give me more space up here on the top. So if we start up here on the top of this shelf, that is quilting fabric. And then all of these bins are full of patterns and maybe some scrap fabric. I'm not exactly sure. Actually, that cord needs to go in my Goodwill bin. Let me turn this light off. Give me a second. There. All of these bins here came from the dollar store, Dollar General. These white ones here came from Dollar Tree. So that one there is nothing but scraps. The little fan is a little USB fan that I use a lot when I'm sewing because I get a little warm. It gets warm in here. This is just a little 9 by 11 room, and it's small, and it's either cold or it's hot. But, okay. So this is what is on this wall. Let me back up here, and maybe you can kind of get a full view. There's the door, and then my little cubby with my desk. And I may or may not have a notebook problem. Just saying. So that's my logo for now. I'm changing it all the time. My printer no longer communicates very well. It takes a while. So I actually had to hook my printer up to my computer. This is a docking station for storage for the computer. This is planner stuff and another notebook. Just got some little office supply in the little gold tins back there. It's like thumbtacks and paper clips and stuff like that. My blue light glasses. This is, gosh, you guys, I'm sorry. I know it's shaking really bad because I keep switching hands. This is my little mini envelopes for my 100 envelope challenge for my other channel, Tony Renee Budgets at Home. And that's all stuff for that channel. So if you want to know what this is all about, you will have to watch Tony Renee Budgets at Home. Okay, let me also show you. Let me move my office chair so I can get in here. There is there's about an inch space in here. Uh-oh. There we go. There's about an inch space in here. And so Adam hung up some slat board for me on either side so I can put little bins and little hooks. And these are peg hooks. These are not really for slat boards, and they fall off all the time. But at the time that we put this in, that's all I could find. So I got them anyway, and they work just fine. I'm not going to worry about it. I used to have my sticker books for my planner on those hooks, but I've taken them down because I don't use them very often. I've actually started making my own stickers. Okay. And then everything else on my desk, my Bible and the stapler. And I'm not showing you what's in the drawers or in the door. Well, the door I can show you. There you go. More notebooks. Oh, golly. Okay. And then this is not really my office chair. That is my office chair. This is actually a koala chair for sewing and crafting. But the other chair makes noises when I use it. So when I record, I have to sit in this one so it doesn't make noise. Okay, moving on around. This whole wall is slatboard. He built this for me. Well, he put it up for me so I could hang a lot of my stuff on here and organize it. So I have my quilting rulers and cutting mats up here. My Cricut mats are up here. And rotary cutters, paper towels, scissors, more peg hooks, just a little sign, some hooks, square ruler, some vinyl, bobbins, command strips, and I'm not going to get into the thread yet. Let's finish on this wall. I'm going to go back over here. And we'll talk about this table. This is actually 2 tables put together. We got these tops from Lowe's or Menards. These were just tabletops, and then we bought the legs separately. These legs are on wheels, not adjustable. But these white legs are adjustable. And I actually have 2 of those. The other one's on another wall. You'll see in a minute, because I can raise it up for me to work on while I'm standing. So my Cricut is here. My serger is here. One of my sewing machines is here. And I made, this is an ironing mat. I made this little sewing machine cover, but not for this machine. I made it for another machine. You'll see in a second. This is my Brother Quattro 2. It is an embroidery machine. I do not know how to use it as an embroidery machine yet, though. And I've had it for 3 years, but I just use it for sewing right now and quilting. This is another apron that I'm working on. If you've seen my other videos, you've seen me wearing my one little poor apron because I've gotten rid of the others. They were so old. This is the one that it is. If anyone wants to know, if you've ever seen my blue apron, it's this one. This one here. Let me scooch over here. FYI, well, this is to brag on my husband, not to brag on anything that I have. I wanted to go in and look at sergers. I had no intention whatsoever of looking at another machine, and I just wanted to price them. We went into a sewing center, and I just was asking questions, and this machine was mentioned. We were asked, do you mind buying pre-owned? And of course, no. Well, the lady that had this machine buys all of her machines at the same sewing place. They had always maintained it and cleaned it for her. And she had bought all kinds of upgrades for this machine. She had an embroidery business, and she had done all kinds of upgrades on this machine. She had all kinds of extra attachments that are actually in a big case that you'll see in a minute. This is about a $10,000 machine with all of her upgrades, and we paid $2,500. Awesome. Anyway, so this is some things that I need to work on. That is just a bin with vinyl in it. The vinyl is for making labels for my cash envelopes that I make. My Aliso Pro iron. I love that iron. It is a smart iron. It has feet on it. You always have it on or down like this, and the feet raise it up from the ironing board. It is so cool. Okay, and then moving on around the corner. Adam put these 2 strips up here for me so I could hang these. Now I only have one right now because that's all the thread. I just went through all of my thread and got rid of a bunch of it. I use white most of the time, and I'm actually down on the white. That's all the white I have left because that's what I use when I sew most of the time, and especially when I quilt. So that's all my thread. This is embroidery thread down here. This is sewing thread up here. And this area here is for another one of those when I get it. There's my tripod. And this is the other table I was telling you about. I've got the legs raised up on this one. And I'm sorry for the shaking. I keep having to walk around this. So, like I said, only a 9x11 room, and this is in the middle, so I keep having to walk around it. Anyway, this is my work table that I stand at. This is where I make my cash envelopes. And if you don't know what a cash envelope is, these are cash envelopes. And you will have to watch my other channel, I guess, to really, because I don't go into this stuff here. This is all my budgeting stuff, but these are my cash envelopes. And I have a few. They are not yet in my Etsy shop, but this is what I've been working on. This is some laminating sheets that I have cut out to make my little cash envelopes for my 100 envelope challenge. So, and this is some bookmarks. These are some bookmarks that I've already done just because I had the leftover paper and I didn't want to waste it. Organizing drawer, don't have much in it. This is my laminating sheets, a clipboard, some sticker paper because I do make my own stickers. My little Scotch laminator that I've worn out already. It was only $20. And it's just not meant for what I use it for. My stomach's growling. And then pushed underneath this table is this little rolly cart I bought from Michael's. And this one has sewing stuff on it. So it has needles. It has the oil for the machine. It's just got and I can't pull it out. It's got my new ironing board cover in there. My crochet needles are actually on there. And then this one, this is elastic. This is an elastic bin. This here is a wool ironing mat that I use when I'm quilting. This is just a cart. I think it's a microwave cart, and it's on rollers because when I'm quilting, I will pull this out. It doesn't usually have this on there. I pull this out and I pull it over here. So when I'm sewing a quilt block, then I can just turn around in my chair and I have my ironing board plugged up under here. And then I can just turn around and iron my quilt block. So anyway, that little bin is just scrap paper. So, okay. that's that. Let's move on over here to the side in this corner. This is a little 4-bin system, and I have 2 of them stacked on top of each other. I got these at Target. This is a little heater because it's either really cold or really hot back here. On the top, this is my, good grief, Sadie. Let me squeeze in here, baby. These are my planner stickers, my happy planner stickers, just books and books and books of stickers. This is just some motivational books that I like to read. A couple of candles. My iPad cover, one of them. And that gold is a binder, a 3-ring binder. And my little pineapple bookends. You can't see the other one because well, you kind of can. Candles are in the way. And then these binders, well, these are crochet books. This is patterns. I designed my own patterns for years when I was sewing and making crafts. One is a household binder. One's a planner binder. No, it's not a planner binder. One's a household binder, and one is just lined paper. Craft supplies and paint supplies, more craft supplies. This thing was packed, and I mean jammed full of scrapbook paper, pretty papers, and cardstock, and it was even stacked on the top. But I've actually worked through some of it as I make these cash envelopes. And then this is more scrapbook paper and cardstock on those little shelves. More cardstock and scrapbook papers. These little bins are for cash envelopes. Those are some stickers for labels. And then I have another rolly cart. This one has my planner stuff on it. I have a couple of cutters. That one there's my favorite. It has my happy planner, hole punches, one of my crocodiles. This hole punch is for personal, and it's just for other planners. And a Marley Lily sticker. If you ever bought from Marley Lily, I bought some shoes. And just different planner stuff is all that's on here. My batteries, 3 camera batteries, which keep dying, hence the reason that I'm on my phone. And then this wall has 2 more cubby sets, but this is 2 and 2. This is just envelopes, is all that's in there. This is tech supplies. Well, here, let's just show. I have a binder in there. This is for the paper calculator, and then just manila envelopes and stuff. I'm hardly ever in there. This is all camera equipment and just additions for tripods and stuff. This one's office supplies and my labeler and ink and a lighter for my candles. And then more notebooks. More notebooks, more notebooks, more notebooks. And then on the top, this is some of my essential oils. I actually have a monthly box that I get from this company. And is it on this side? It is not on this side. Let's go around here. Oh, no, it's not on that one either. But it is simplyearth.com. And I get recipes and essential oils and different bottles and stuff to make the recipes. It all comes in the box. It's $40 a month. These were calendar pages, and I can just, whoops, I knocked that one off. I can just change them out as I want to. Be silly, be honest, be kind, and definitely the be silly is me. And honest, I've been told that I can't remember exactly what I was told. I was told that I was the most honest person that they had ever met because I took something back to Walmart that I wasn't charged for. That was only 33 cents. Anyway, let me see if I can move Sadie over here. Oh, good grief. And move this cart out of the way. And we'll look in the closet. She didn't even care, for crying out loud. Let me pull this heater out. And let's get in this closet. Okay, let's just start on the door. Some of my punches and pencils, markers, paintbrushes, just a couple. Some clips. This punch down here is for making banners. Just all different kinds of punches. This here is a mini stapler, a Tim Holtz mini stapler. Okay, if we go in the closet, there's no light in here, so hopefully you can see. Let me see if I can get it to come in. Well, back there's some boxes, and that is all stencils for just sayings and stuff that you put on boards. Everybody was in 2 years ago. That's stencils hanging up. This is bags from the Paducah, Kentucky Quilt Show. And buttons. This is some random glitter, and this is glitter and embossing powders and stuff. Stamps. Some of my stamps. I don't have a lot anymore. Oh my gosh, I used to have almost every one that Stampin' Up! Had. I had all the inks. Those are Christmas remote controlled candles, but they're kind of waxy, so I can't put them out in the storage building because they'll melt. And this is like ribbons and string and stuff because I do paper crafts. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I hit the tripod. Anyway, the ribbons and stuff are for packaging. Okay, this is the suitcase container that I was telling you about that have all the hoops for my sewing machine in it. That thing is packed full of extra stuff that she had bought. And here, this is a quilt top that I had sewn the quilt top, but I haven't finished it. So it's just the quilt top. Okay, I have 2 stacks of drawers here on top of each other. Random stuff in it. This is some embroidery stuff that I'm really bad at starting stuff and not finishing it. So that was stuff I was embroidering. And then there's quilt stuff on the bottom, quilt supplies underneath it. And this is stencils and stuff for embroidery and the transfer pencils. More embroidery stuff. That's some quilt blocks that I have finished but not yet quilted. There's some purple ones in there too. That's something else that may be done. I'm not sure. And I know the camera shadow is in the way. Random rickrack and ribbon and trim. This is random stuff. I don't know that I will ever use that stuff again. Well, this I will. I use these when I make fabric pins, like brooches pins, or for headbands. This is a Barbie dress that I had actually started making and didn't finish in the pattern. Okay, this is my fan because again, it's either hot or cold in here. Empty box that needs to be thrown away. That tub there has ribbons and stuff in it. This shoe thingy has more fabric. Ooh, I really like that. I forgot I had that. That'd be some pretty pillows. A lot of flannels on there. And then back here is my big iron, my little iron, and that is the black thing is a craft case, and it is full of stuff for my sewing machine. More stuff for the sewing machine. And that little wood separator there on the top, I got that for $1 at a thrift store. I'm not exactly sure what I will do with that, but it's got 31 slots in it. I thought it'd be good for something monthly. Okay, so I told you that that box was stencils. This white box here is silverware for making jewelry, silverware jewelry. That doll is not a doll that I play with, but I do make doll clothes, and she's an 18-inch doll, same as the American Girl. So she's my model to make sure that they fit and to take pictures. This box is cheese wax. So when I preserve cheese, that's the wax that I dip it in. This is bags of beeswax. Aloe vera gel for making stuff with my essential oils. These two boxes are empty. That is a Xyron sticker maker that I have never used. More beeswax. This is from 1948. It is a skirt marker. I just thought it was really neat. One of these days I'd like to display that somewhere. Oops, that's my iPad Pro box. I should probably throw that away. I do a lot of paper crafts, and I would take them to craft shows. So that's what's in here is supplies for making my craft stuff or my paper goods. So is that. And in this box is actually finished paper things that I have made that I had taken to craft shows, and that's all I had left over. That sticking out here on the bottom is a coloring book that I have bought for my grandbabies. This little ringy hanger that has nothing on it was for my quilt rulers until Adam put that board up for me, slat board. And that's it. That's all that's in here. Backing up slowly so I don't hit a puppy. I'll turn around. I'll go over here to the door and turn around. Trying not to make you dizzy. This is the light that I have in here. All of those lights can be turned in different directions. And I have a love-hate relationship with it. It puts off some heat. The lights that came with it put off a lot of heat, so we changed them out. And it's still not a whole lot better, but because they're so high, if I shine them down on me when I'm working there or I'm working over there, really my body puts a shadow. So they're not all that great, I'll just say. So that's why I have this is an aught light. Those things are amazing. And so I use that when I'm working there and cutting my cash envelopes and stuff. And then I have another one right down here in the floor that I use when I set it here on the edge when I'm doing my videos, my budgeting videos, so you can see what's going on there. And then I have that ring light to shine down on me when I'm doing a budgeting video. And then this is a light, and this is a tripod. So that's it. I can't think of anything else in here that you would want to see. I think I've done everything. If you see anything that you have more questions about, go ahead and leave the question in the comments, and I'll try to answer it as best as I can. But other than that, let me scooch back here and kind of just pan around and let you see everything again. So there's the puppies. We're gonna say goodnight, puppies. I will see you in the next video, y'all. Bye.